friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad that you're here today because we're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna hike to one of the most beautiful alpine lakes. I'm taking my fly fishing rod and my sketchbook, so we're gonna fish and do some sketching. It's really beautiful, sunny day, it's hot. I hope everything will go as planned. This trail was closed for quite a while and I hope there is nothing unexpected on it. If you like outdoors and painting, I really hope you will like this video. Okay, let's get going. And this thing is sticking out as my fly fishing rod. So far so good. I think they fixed most of the trails because we had really bad hurricanes back in January. Forest Service closes some trails for this trail was closed for a month, I believe. Look at these beautiful long shadows. Oh, I just love it so much. This hike is probably about 40 minutes. Yeah, this used to be a creek, but as you can see, it completely dried up. Usually I like hiking early in the morning, but today I have time only in the afternoon. It's the hottest weather in the afternoon, but I still want a cup of coffee. Hot one. I'm crazy. What amazes me all the time is root structures like these. Doesn't it look cool? I really need to take a little break to sip some water. Oh, finally, here, a creek. It's a little one. In comparison to me, it's quite a big stump. This is a really fun part of the trail. Basically, it's not a trail, it's just lots of big boulders. And they are really slippery when it's rainy. Just look at this. This is one big boulder. And here's another boulder. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Look at this tree. By the way, no matter where I go hiking here in Washington, I always carry emergency stuff with me because you never know what's gonna happen. See, what do I see? Blueberries. That makes my life easier. These tiny little ferns These are fresh. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Everything is distracting me. Everything is so pretty. I just want to stop on every single corner here and take a picture. Ah, look at those tiny berries. Oh my goodness. Wow. Eek. I had to show you this. Okay. I'll try to film it in comparison to me. Look at these huge salmon berries. Oh my gosh. Cannot wait to take my backpack off. I want to save a battery if I'll decide to paint for longer, because unfortunately I totally forgot to take extra batteries and I thought my GoPro is charged, but it's not. Yeah, and I can see the mountain peeking through. That means that we are almost there, and you can, I'm not sure if you can, but you can see some snow over there. It's 4th of July weekend, so I have 3 days off. I'm going back to work tomorrow, and I'm really glad that I am hiking today. It's just, I don't know, my happy place. Here you go. Almost there. I actually tried to paint this particular part of the trail with this rock and that mountain, but just too much trees here. So compositionally, didn't work. Okay guys, we made it. Okay, let's get closer. I will take this path to the right because I know there is a really nice campsite over there. I think this is something that I can paint. That spot was busy, so I'm just trying to find another spot. Last time we saw some snakes here, but we don't have poisonous snakes here in Washington, except Eastern Washington, of course, with their... Oh, look at that! Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm sorry, butterfly. She's not even like scared. I have no choice, right? I just need to get to the water. You can see all the rocks under the water. Are we up to rock climbing today? Probably not. Yeah, I think we should go back and take the other spot that was nearby. I think this spot is pretty cool. I can see the mountain, I can see the water. I think I can see it just right here and paint. I'm literally sitting in between two trees with my feet on the roots. And here we go. Here is the rock. It's a really cool rock, I would say. I actually wanted to paint it last year and I took a reference photo. And I also like this area over here. So I'll start with this one. If I'll have time, I'll actually sketch the rock. The water dries up so fast because it's really sunny. So I layered the first wash. We'll wait till it dries up and put some other layers, some glazing layers, and work on some grass and water. So I jumped onto gouache because I sometimes combine them. Basically, I put the first layer as watercolor and another layer as gouache. I basically made a dry gouache palette, and it's been working just fine. Just really sometimes I just don't really have time to mess with watercolors and wait till they dry. Look, there's a little bird in there. Right, hello? Like over here. It's time for coffee. I got this pretty cool cup, really lightweight. It's works. A coffee bean. Oh. I'm brewing coffee and looking at this beautiful view. Yeah, there is still some snow there. Yeah, probably no fishing today. The wind is too strong. Losing brushes again. I'm definitely coming back here sooner or later to stay overnight. If I'll stay here overnight, wake up at 5 a.m. or something, that would be perfect. Here I am back in the studio next day after that hike. It was so beautiful. I decided to paint from that reference photo I took. First I decided to use Procreate to just find those big shapes so it's easier for me to approach this quite complicated landscape. We have the mountain, the lake and trees and a lot of going on in the foreground, so as you can see I just traced the bigger shapes I could find so I could work on little thumbnails for composition. So after my little thumbnails were ready, I decided to work on value status, and as you will see further in this video, it helped me a lot throughout the painting of the larger landscape piece. And after I was done with value status, I was comfortable working on just little colored thumbnails to practice layering colors. I'm a big fan of tiny watercolor thumbnails. I paint them all the time. I have quite a stack in my drawer. They're just such a great way to warm up and practice before starting bigger piece, because it is quite scary to start the larger painting without really knowing how to approach certain areas. I quite enjoy working on the multiple little sketches at the same time because it really helps layers to dry while I'm working on another one. So as you can see, I'm jumping back and forth in between little studies. I would highly recommend this warm-up exercise, especially if you want to paint a subject that you never painted before. You can use cheaper paper, you don't need to worry about wasting your expensive art supplies. Just take a sheet of paper and split it in 9 little thumbnails and just have fun. Try different approaches, try mixing different colors. I didn't spend more than like 3 minutes of each of these little paintings, and I will still keep them because I just love them. They're just so loose and raw. My goal as an artist is to paint looser, to paint faster. And looking at this, I remind myself that I actually can do that. It's just something about painting in larger scale that feels a little bit more stiff, and I'm trying to learn how to change it. make them look like I painted them somewhere in the mountains, not in the studio. By the time I finished working on these little thumbnails, I felt even more inspired, and I couldn't wait till I could start working on the larger scale. And also I still had this memory from the hike, so I decided to not wait and paint the larger painting as soon as possible. Now I'm gonna let you watch me paint my final painting. I wanna say thank you for being here with me today. If you like art and outdoors, you found the right place. And if you're enjoying watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comment below. See you in the next one. Bye!